once certain people hear ancestors, they connect that to such woo-woo. And it's just like, it's your grandma. It's your great-grandma. It's her grandmother. It's her grandmother. Like, it's not, it's very practical. You know what I mean? It's doing what they used to do. And guess what? These scientists, this Western society, what did they do? They studied our ancestors. Yeah. Took the stuff, tried to make it their own, and then fed it to you in a different way. And then you will believe them over what your grandma used to do. Yeah.
I mean, when we look at the movie Black Panther, right? What was his gift? His gift was talking to the ancestrals. Now, he put on a suit and they had vibranium. Yeah. But his gift was he got to go talk to the ancestors.
Exactly. And he took that flower and when I was just in Gabon, I was there in August and September, I sat with a plant medicine called Iboga. And they liken it to that same experience of Black Panther. You take it comes from the root of a tree and you take it and you begin to you can have conversation with your ancestors. Like you just are able to ask whatever you want to ask.
So different from ayahuasca. This is a different experience for ayahuasca.
Completely different. I've said with ayahuasca as well. Iboga is the grandfather and the grandmother of all plant medicine. It has a feminine and a masculine strain. And it's one of those medicines where they're still trying to study, like they can't even really comprehend it. They have like Iboga now, which is only like a small part of Iboga. And it is very gentle. It's not like, I feel like when you have ayahuasca mushrooms, you kind of feel out of your mind a little bit. Like you're having this psychedelic experience and it's like...
the tiles are moving.
Yeah. Okay. With Iboga.
I do know.
Yeah. It's like, because I've had those experiences well before Iboga. I kind of wish I didn't because I kept waiting. When I first took it, I was waiting for that moment to hit. Like how the mushrooms hit or how the ayahuasca hit. I was waiting for that. And then it never came. But then I would feel this headache and I feel all these things happening. And the shaman, Papa Moginda, he would say that what's happening is that it's working on your neurological first. Like it's processing the brain. So they call it Iboga brain because it's processing your mind. So what Iboga does is it shows you your mind and shows you how to heal it. Whereas in ayahuasca and these different things, it's showing you it, but it's not necessarily giving you the tools to heal it. Not necessarily. Oh, wow. And the difference is, to me, is that you don't have to put anything else with it. It's just the grain. You just take the grain. Like it's just the root. You don't have to mix it with anything. But I think they're all powerful in their own way, and I have respect to all the plant medicines and the spirits of the plants. But Iboga, I would say it was just amazing to be taking a plant that's from Africa, that's from the motherland. But it really it was like a mirror, and it showed me, and it was just very, very true. And I asked, like, show me, like, where does this connect in my lineage? Like, problems with money, for example. Where does that connect? And it showed me 1790s in Portugal, like an ancestor robbing a bank, like something like that. Like, oh, wow. Literally, it connects the
very
line
vivid.
To very vivid. Showed me, like, ancestors in a Japanese island. And I do have Asian ancestry, so it's, like, just showing me these different things. And it was just very deep. So I don't even know how we got on the process of Iboga.
But I think too, like when you look at healing, there are so many modalities, right? Yeah. Plant medicine being a modality, there are different therapies that we can do. Yeah. And you're just speaking from one that has been truly healing and helpful for you.
Yeah. One that, and as of recently, just learning like how simple things really can be and should be. So just being in the jungle, being around nature, being in Thailand and Chiang Mai, being in the jungle, being around nature, doing these ancestral things, like being a part of even at Gabon, being a part of the ceremony, the welcoming ceremony they had. Their ceremony started at 8 p.m. and it ended at like 8:30 a.m.
Oh,
it
wow.
went all night. Yeah. But the feeling that I got, I was like, wow, this is the same feeling I got growing up in a Pentecostal church when them drums get to playing and the spirit get to going. And this ain't like that playing where people be in churches and they be fake speaking in tongues. So look like that real, when you really feel the spirit. And it was the same thing. And I was like, wow, there's literally nothing demonic about this. People find, African spirituality, and most of it is actually African tradition. It's not even like, there's nothing religious about it. But It's us. It's the Black church.
Yeah.
Like the deep Southern Black church, like the real deal. It's the same thing. And the thing is, like, a lot of people speak on this stuff, but they haven't ever been to the continent to experience it themselves.
Yeah.
And then people from that continent haven't necessarily been in a Black church to experience it themselves. But because I've had the luxury of experiencing it in many different places around the world, it's literally all the same. But that spirit, what I got there, I was just like, wow, it's so beyond religion. It's really, really, it's spirit. It's so, and religion is supposed to teach you how to connect to spirit, right? So it's all the same, but being able to, like, be in nature, connect to spirit, to allow spirit to move you is the most healing. Yeah. That was the healing. Yeah. Like, just drumming, singing, fire going, like being immersed in the elements.
It's so interesting. So I'm going to seminary.
Okay.
I'm going to seminary, and the reason I'm going to this seminary program is because it's at a farm.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's at their farminary. It's at Princeton, and I'll be there for 13 months in farming and agriculture and God and nature and soil, life and death cycles. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Because before, I thought I was supposed to go, right? But this program, I was like, first of all, it needs to be so unconventional, so out of the box, so not the traditional route for it to click with me, that there's a space for me there. And as you're speaking, that's the very thing that I want to demonstrate with my life. It's just that it's the human connection to all things.
Yeah.
If God is omnipotent, omnipresent in all things, that means he's in you, he's in me, he's in the trees, he's in the wind, he's in the waves, he's in all things. Yeah. And to honor that is powerful. That's the divine. Yeah.
Yeah. It gets me excited to hear that there's even a program that brings all of that together, because that is the foundation of healing, is to be connected to nature and to understand how nature and how we work with nature. And even going back to, like, our foods and things like that, I've been seeing recently conversations around, like, Black American traditional foods, like our soul food, and how now it's, like, deemed to be so unhealthy. But before, there was, like, this commercialized, the food industry became like a food industry. We were getting foods from the earth. It wasn't canned beans and all of this stuff. It was, soaked. We were soaking beans. We were picking up the okra. We were picking this stuff up. And it was mostly vegetarian. It wasn't even that much meat. Meat was reserved for Sundays. Yeah. You know what I mean? So just getting back to nature. But now everything is, let me go to this grocery store. Let me get all of this stuff off the shelves and things. So that's where, all of these, this disconnect and this dis-ease has come from. Yep. So a big part of reconnecting as a mother, as a woman, as a person of color is really going back to nature and observing nature, observing how things work more so than what someone else is telling you, because the truth is inside of you. You know what I mean? And it's not here, it's here. It's in the spirit, it's in your intuition. It's the way your intuition comes through,
I mean, it's like even cyclically, like the seasons and how cycles in our own life. What winter is in our own life, what fall is in our own lives, spring and summer. Like, everybody feels this like hibernation right now. It's cold outside. Yeah. It's like, let me stay in. Let me preserve. Let me be warm. Let me prepare myself for the next season. And I think we have so many people that fight against it. Yeah. Because I'm not supposed to do that. Yeah. I'm not supposed to slow down.
Right. Yeah. And it says who?
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing, is like, says who. But sometimes people don't feel like going deep. But the deeper you go, I feel like the freer you can become.